So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom and another subscriber replay. This is our old friend Private Parts again, who's driving the French Tier 7 light tank, the AMX 1375, in an assault game on Siegfried Line. This is always a bit tricky for me to know what to do in a light tank. At least he's on the right side. To me, the right hand side when you're a light tank is a better position. Because I think the enemy don't commit as hard generally, the defenders don't commit as hard out on this flank, whereas they tend to commit much harder for some reason on the ABC line. That said, he's whizzing forward and he's spotted a French AMX M4 45 up there. That is a tier 7 heavy tank, and he's also spotted the Tiger 2, hasn't he? So he's working the middle, trying to spot for his team. Now, I would probably myself go out to the K7 position and try and spot across. But each their own, and he's decided to head towards more the central position. Clearly a little unsure what to do. Jag Panther moving up on his right, so there's a Panther 2 moving up on his right. So he's coming out to the position where I tend to like to go myself, out round here, because there's a nice pillbox just there you can use as cover. As usual, it doesn't look like the enemy's committed too heavily out to this flank. They either come in numbers or nobody comes at all, is what I found. Had some cracking games sitting out there on the edge and just sniping across at enemy tanks that are around here. So no signs of life. So he's going to push his luck a little bit further. There's one of the enemy light tanks. He got lit up by that. Gets into cover as quickly as he can. A little pause, a little wait. Oh, tree went down in front of him. Do you see that? There he is. And then he wasn't quite ready for him. Wow, he was lucky there with the auto lock. Very lucky indeed. WZ managed to miss with his shot. And he's got a Panther M10 behind him. He's got the WZ in front of him. Yeah, I think it's time to get out of dodge. Get back to the safety of this bunker. Uses that. Uses the lie of the land there to get cover and get away from there. Not too far, because he doesn't want to leave them all alone out there. Gone for the reload. Critical thing in an auto-loading tank is to make sure you are fully loaded when you go into an engagement, and if you've got 5 seconds or you've got enough time to reload the gun, go for it so you've got a full clip. That WZ isn't paying much attention to him, which is great. Tracks him with the first shot, hits him again, takes a shot in return, but it's almost worth it. Can he finish him? Not quite. 94 health. Ow, but somebody else wipes him out, so that's good. Team's losing though. Only 3-1, but and they are heavily committed into the city. It's a bit of an oddity. Normally, you get tanks. Oh dear! Now it's 4-1. Generally, you get less tanks going into the city and more trying to fight their way around the outskirts, around the edges. This game, very little coming to the edges. Everything's in the city. Going hunting that M10. There he is. M10's not paying attention. Gets a nice shot into him. Is he actually AFK? No, he's moving again. Might as well have been. Takes an unnecessary shot there. Can he finish him? Yes, he does. Unfortunate that shot he took from the M10. Probably could have avoided that if he'd kept moving, but I think like me, he momentarily was a bit confused. He thought maybe he was AFK. He wasn't. Suddenly it's all come back even again. It's 6 plays 6. Nope, 6 plays 7. Yeah, I think we were discussing this in one of my videos the other day. Oh, hang on. Tiger 1. How the role of the light tank has completely changed since the ridiculous new matchmaking there is in the game. Because now light tanks aren't really light tanks, they're light medium tanks. And people play them as a bona fide medium tank rather than as a scout. And I think that's a shame myself. I preferred them when they were proper light tanks. And Parts has done exactly that. He's played it like a medium tank, a lightly armed, fast-moving medium tank, using his gun rather than his scouting ability, particularly because he's done a bit of scouting, 500, but he's done 1600 damage. Now, it really is now at this stage of the game you would expect a traditional light tank to come into its own and start to fight it out. But he's lost quite a lot of health. That's the only downside to playing it like a medium, is it hasn't got the health pool, and it hasn't got the armour, so it tends to suffer a bit in this kind of fight out. But when you know where the enemy are, and you've got a rapid firing, ooh, there's Artie. You got a rapid firing. He didn't get spotted, but the Artie did. Now, I'm not sure that would have been a move I would have done there. He went for the Artie instead of carrying on round the back for that AMX. But he's decided he's going for the other Artie. It doesn't matter because the AMX has died. So it looks like he's going hunting the other Artie. His team are actually winning. 11 plays 9. There's the Artie. There's the GW. First shot bounce. You've got to be kidding me. Finish him. Just gets him before he fires his shell. Needs to go for a reload. His team have suddenly pulled it round. Good aggressive play into the town. Him helping round on the outskirts, snaffling up anything else meant that it's all gone very, very swimmingly for his team. He's done 2,000 damage. There's only the LTTB left, but we've got a Stumpfwagen camping in the base, so will he even be caught before the game runs out? And it does make me wonder now. What do you think, guys? Tell me in the descriptions. What's the role of the light tank now? Is it still to scout? Do you still scout primarily with your light tank? I must confess I tend to. It's my natural sort of instinct with the light tank is to go passive and scout it out. But more often than not you play it like this, as an aggressive medium. But he won, so GG. So good result there from Private. Got a first class, he got Bruiser, he got Fire for Effect. Finished up, top of his team, 2027 damage, 3 kills, 1068 base XP. By far the... Well, no, he wasn't the highest damage roller, but you know, he was bottom tier light tank. Bottom tier light tank, and he outscored most of his team. Where did he come? 4th on damage, so pretty damn good. 17 shots fired, hit with all 17 and penned with 16. So you know, this is what I'm saying. You play a light tank like a medium, and it's capable of doing that. I mean, he hit. Every shot he fired hit the target, and all but one penetrated for 2,000 damage. So why don't you play a light tank like a light medium instead of just a traditional scouty light? He took 3 shots, all 3 penned him, of course, because he is a light tank. He only did 886 assistance damage, 41,000 credits, nearly 35,000 profit. And with the personal reserves running, he made 3,000 experience with a premium account. So good little game, well played. Used the tank wisely, got away with it because the enemy didn't really commit very heavily down the south, and that WZ just didn't seem to want to pay attention to him very well. But that said, you know, he did his job, and as I say, the light tanks these days are more medium than they are lights, in my opinion. I think that's a shame, and I think it's one of the other bad side effects of the new matchmaking system. But there you go, my little hobby horse. I shall keep climbing on and whipping that baby to death. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this game. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to the channel, please. In the meantime, enjoy your time, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously, and I'll see you again soon. Gamer Dom signing out.